Good evening,
Hello,
everybody.
people.
How you all doing? A little bit
Hello.
early tonight because I see you all waiting,
Really?
and me and Kaz are a little bit ahead of schedule. So yeah, why not? Why not? A bit early.
Oh, I've gone weird.
So do excuse me. I'm going to keep sneezing
Hi,
tonight.
Brown Fog. Hi, Angel. Mike from Mix. How you doing? Haven't seen you for a while. Hi, John. Hi, Jason. Kiwi.
Hey, Kiwi.
Sorry for not. Will you be quiet?
Willow saying hello to everybody.
No, it's. I've got a bag of his. He does like a bag of wag. All the different wags, especially the barbecue bangers, but these are the mini bones with chicken and beef, and he knows they're there, and he's like, Do you want one?
A pushy little dog, are you? Oh, he's off my nuts.
Yes.
So I hope everybody's good. I am.
So you've got thunderstorms. Yeah, we've got some due, haven't we? We've had thunderstorms and rain for the last 4 days.
4 days.
Yeah.
We're back from the camp. The first camp of the year is done, and the second camp of the year is already getting announced tonight. So I spoke to Gareth, the guy that allows me to use the woods this afternoon, and he said, "I said, well, you give me some dates and the next camp." He said, "Okie doke." I said, "Give us a month or so." He said, "Actually," he said, "we're doing a tour of Wales, 22nd and 23rd of August." He said, "The woods is yours. Do you want it?" I said, "I'll have that, baby."
Especially it's his birthday that
because
day.
it's my birthday. So the next camp is 21st, 22nd, 23rd of August. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. More than welcome to join us at any point through the weekend, or even just drop in. And it is Op Birthday Basher. It is my birthday. 61 that day. 61. Good number, that.
Yeah, it can't be the following weekend because it's our wedding anniversary.
No.
38 years.
Yeah. Poor woman.
No, it's not. It's more than that.
It is. It's more than that. You work it out.
Yeah, it's 39 years, isn't it?
But next year's our 40th.
Yeah.
Woo. Poor woman. So
well, I'm glad when you've been busy with other stuff, Mike, but it's really nice to have you back.
So I shall take the penis bottle opener of joy and use that to crack open my cider.
I'm a little bit better, Kiwi. I'm on just plain water. The doctors put me on. I'm on penicillin and antibiotics. I've got an infection in my leg, so that's why I wasn't able to come to the camp, and I've been feeling pretty.
Well, you were
really
toying with the idea, weren't you? But like we said, it was no point in you going to the camp in that sort of
another thing is
a risk making.
I have to keep my leg up. That's why today I don't know if I'm going to do the whole 2 hours because I have to keep my leg elevated. And
yeah. So
hi, Bill. Will you pack it in?
Kaz has decided to join us as long as she can, and then she'll move on.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so
hi, Stealth.
Oh, Willow.
Just let them
calm it down. Yeah. So the camp went brilliant. Weather avoided. It was a weird one. Everywhere around us got rain, heavy rain. Us in the camp on the hill there. We got a few spots, but we never got anything sort of, not even enough to make the ground wet. Lawrence, how you doing, mate? How you doing, Bill? Stealth. Yeah.
Oh, you're off work. Oh, so you've got a free night then.
Yeah. Well, so like I say, any of you that are interested, want to come to the next camp, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd of August, Operation Birthday Basher.
Well, Jason, from what I understand, I was sitting on my stool in the kitchen and I did a chicken curry, and Rick took loads of the beef and did the beef stew, and I was speaking to Sticks, and he said he went back for a second bowl of curry and there wasn't any, and all the stew had gone as well.
Yeah.
So there was nothing left.
People enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And that was it. That was the thing. It was, oh, sad face Kiwi.
Oh dear.
Oh, Never mind, mate. Never mind. But hey, there'll be other dates.
But
So-
Kiwi, did you enjoy the Dexter beef straight from the farm? Because yeah, it was nice, but we know that the Dexter the beef that because we buy it doesn't taste nothing you buy tastes as good as that, does it?
No,
It's got its own flavour. It's
And young Cameron joined us for the weekend. Say young Cameron, he's 18 now. He's a young man getting ready to go to university and all that. But he made us up some presentation cards again for the camp.
Did I have the blue one?
Yeah, the blue one's just there.
Oh, there. Yeah, he did one in.
Made them up for us. So everybody that came to the camp got one of those. And for a couple of
amateur outdoor survival bushcraft sleep out May 26th, and it's got a fire, one of the lamps, and our wild boar on it, and YouTube. Isn't that nice? And they're made of.
They're made of a metal.
Yeah.
Very fine metal.
Yeah.
He has got some talent. I tell you, for a young
good
lad,
evening, Dean. Welcome to see you back again, mate.
John, for a young lad knocking things out like that, I mean, he's got a head on his shoulders. He sees a little business opportunity. He's got the right idea. They're laser cut. So he's done those for me. I'm going to get him to do some more. There will be a couple of people out there in the world are going to be getting these as well. That there is no one on this earth they can make it to the camp, but they're like me. They like to have something to stick to their toolbox. So that those people know who they are. So that yes, I will be sending one or two of those out to the States and that. Stick it on your toolbox. But the only deal is you've got to have some sort of camp and put it down to just having some fun. Yeah, he's a clever lad. I mean,
he won the bag. He's well chuffed, wasn't he?
He won the bag. We didn't do a raffle because we didn't have huge numbers there. So what we actually did was I went round and I did a secret vote, and unanimous that the young lad should get it. Oh yeah, Cameron, how you doing? Yeah. So, and I got to admit, quite a brave young man. I mean, he's 18 years old. I think there was Sticks, Kiwi, me, Kitten.
And Ray.
I think the youngest one amongst us was Kitten at 40. Yeah. So, you know, there's a lot of older blokes. And he fitted right in, sense of humour and that. Yeah, we shared information, stories, techniques.
Chris is youngest, isn't he?
Chris is youngest. Is
40, you said Kitten.
Did I?
Yes.
That's because I'm tired.
Yeah.
Right. You know, it's it's quite a wise young man. Quite a wise and clever young man. Yeah, Kiwi is now adopted Scottish. He's no longer a New Zealander. He actually has to cut his New Zealand bit off of him. He's been adopted into a haggis hunting tribe. In the lower reaches of the
it's all different sorts of carrot haggis. You're not doing get one sort. There's lowland and highland and valley ones and cave ones. Yeah.
So I would also like to say, in fact, I'll wait and see if he comes in later on. Walk, cook, walk.
Good evening, Ray.
Walk, cook, walk produces some homemade blanc.
That's mead.
This is his black cherry mead. I'm going to have a little drop because I only managed to have a tiny drop at the camp, driving duties in an emergency. And I'm saving the rest for Kaz when she's off the antibiotics and feeling a bit better. Because I do know she would enjoy this. It is a very palatable, quite port-like, I would say. Very similar to a port.
Yeah.
It's not harsh at all. Very smooth as well. Quite an enjoyable drink. And the cherries definitely come through on the back of the palate. Yeah, very, very nice. So, what have you all been doing this week? What have you been up to? How have you been getting on? What adventures have you had? hopefully you've been getting out and having some fun.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, John, that tent. Oh, it was quite funny. You actually ended up with several guys stood round the tent that Kiwi had, quite jealous, looking at it and going, "Oh, wish I had that." That was a cool tent.
and I hear that some of you were poking around my trailer as well.
Yeah. Kaz's trailer got poked. Yeah, and a couple of guys give me some very, very, very good ideas for sorting out the bits and pieces on there, which I will be going ahead with. So the idea of fiberglass in the roof, I like that. That's a good idea.
That's one thing I was a bit worried about. Going sleeping in there with the ceiling off.
Yeah.
As well.
It's fine. Yeah, I'm here for you to stay in this
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
Oh,
very nice.
Nice. New gravel bike. Yeah. Happy man. Yeah. So, retirement. Yeah, it's an interesting thing, isn't it? You'll get busy, so you wait and see.
You had some help, didn't you?
Yeah. John, he may have had a little bit of help with somebody with a military background putting it up. Yeah, it's no problem.
Well, I joined Sticks on the live early in the, I think it was about 7 o'clock in the morning, because I was the only one around, so I'm following him, and I saw a lesser spotted woodpecker, and I asked him about the Camp Robin, and he said, yeah, the robin's there all the time.
Hi, Max. Hey, you legend, Max. How are you doing? Hope you're good. Sorry, guys, I know we're dropping it here. Max is a long-term friend of the channel, a mate of mine who is out and about in the wilds at the moment, so he's not always able to have contact with us. And I know all weekend people are asking after him. Max, you're the legend, mate. Hopefully you're all good.
Well, that's not helpful, Dean, is it? If you go out camping and then you're doing your videos and then you lose your voice on camera, that's not helpful. You need some of that mead. That would help you.
Oh yeah. Walks mead. That would help. Oh, Max.
Oh,
I'll give you a ring later on, mate. Oh, Max. Is there anything we can help with, Max? Or any way we can help? Let us know. Let us know what we can do.
yes, definitely,
you, brother.
You were gonna. You didn't get. You couldn't do. He was hoping to do a sort of live, because on early hours of Saturday morning, so at 2 o'clock, it got woken up by a lot of noise, and where he was had his tent looking out towards where the fire area is, there was 5 fox cubs playing around the fire, and one of them had like no tail. He had like a little tiny stump of a tail.
Probably lost it to his brothers and sisters. Yeah. Max, everybody is sending you their love, mate.
Yeah, definitely.
And thoughts. If there's anything I can do, just let me know. Let me know. I do miss you, brother. So onward and upward.
You're right, Jason. If you can't do your talking while you're doing your video, the narrating over the top is a lifesaver, isn't it? Because you already know what you're going to say and you're going to see because you've already filmed it.
I've had to do it a couple of times. It's something I don't find particularly easy because I probably do it completely wrong. And what I end up doing is, because I'm editing on the computer, how I do it is I set up my computer program and then I set up my GoPro with the mic and the camera just facing the wall. I hit play on the video and I just talk my way through it, record it onto the SD card on the GoPro. Then I download that to the same editing suite and match it up. But I take a tip from Life's a Hobby, and that is I actually clap 3 times, right, as I start the video, and that helps me to sync everything up.
Yeah, perimeter alarms did go. The thing is, John, you put the wildlife cams up
Following
on Saturday night, and they didn't turn up Sunday. There's obviously something. I think around the fire, there was probably something from Friday night that they got whiff of, and that's why they're out there Saturday morning.
My editor does have a record function, Jace, but it's not very good. I don't know why, but it doesn't seem to pick up particularly well on the mic. Yet, if I do it on the GoPro and then edit it in as a separate, what would you call it, clip, and then match it up, it sounds
because
better.
Farmer P's forever doing that, the one we watch, because he's forever forgetting to turn it on, or it's stopped working or something.
He had plenty of room in there. He had an inflatable mattress.
Oh no!
Yeah, it was a mattress. We did check. It didn't have hair and arms. We did make sure it was an inflatable mattress. Yeah, it's crazy, Jace. I think it's
Jason, have you seen what my thumb is pointing at?
Oh yeah.
Look what's on the table.
Oh.
That's you and Chris's fault, that is.
Yeah, little gas forward.
I walk, cook, walk. There's a little bit of your mead left for me to have it a try when I finish taking my antibiotics and penicillin.
Yes, so I'd like to give a shout out to Walk Cook Walk
and
his other channel, which is Fermented World. Any of you interested in brewing your own booze, go and have a look, because I tell you what, this stuff, this Black Forest mead, it's beautiful.
I can't have it at the moment because I'm on.
I had to hide the bottle in the end to make sure that I could get some back for cats. It's a very, very nice tipple, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So, yeah, Walk. Thank you very much, mate. It's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, well, sadly, my legs got infected, so I'm on penicillin and antibiotics for 7 days, and then once I come off it, I can give it a go.
Magic mushroom wine.
Is that one that forget your life?
Yeah, you're combining two things there that just might. Yeah. So the recipes are all available. So all the recipes for the black cherry or Black Forest mead and so on are on his channel, Fermented World.
Oh,
so yeah, if you're interested in your prepper survivalism, brewing is an important survival trait. For thousands of years, we've produced alcohol as a way of giving us healthy, clean drinks when used responsibility. I think it's going to my head, golly me. Used responsibly. And again, yeah, it's a great trading item.
It sticks. Gareth was really glad to hear about the unicorn and the new Davo that's been changed, the head.
I haven't actually drunk that much, to be honest with you. Walk. It's the bottle came back here with about this much in it, so I've had a finger's worth. And yeah, I'm just sipping it and thoroughly enjoying it. Everybody at the camp had some. In fact, we were sat there on the Friday night, and everybody was sitting there with a glass round the fire, enjoying the night, sipping quietly. There was several slurps heard. So thank you very much for sending that to Sticks for us to all try. It was absolutely amazing. And again, Sticks is
that's one of those sneaky ones, isn't it? That you always notice that with sneaky drinks. They always taste nice and sweet, and it's like, oh, isn't it? And yeah, and then they come and kick you in the backside.
Yeah, I was concerned that I might wake up with a bit of a head the following morning because I very similar to a extremely good quality port. Very, very similar. There's that. It's got a. I can't describe it really. I don't know enough about wine to be able to describe it, but it's bloody nice.
Yeah. Another thing, when he was Sticks, when Mick was talking to Gareth, he didn't realise they had foxes up there.
Yeah.
So he didn't know that there were foxes, and he certainly didn't know there were fox cubs there.
I'm just going to have a look, Max. To excuse me.
It will kill, yes.
It will cure.
Oh, hello, Free Dog Night. Oh, you've been ill. I hope you feel a little bit better now. Oh, and yet you lost the use of your woods. Oh, that's a shame. I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, I'm gutted, mate.
Yeah, I'm on meds. I've got an infection in my leg, so I wasn't able to go to the camp this week. I'm just going to go on to
Max. We'll speak later, mate. I will get on here. Yeah.
Where am I gone? Oh, there you are. Ooh.
Yeah, that there. What's Three Dog Night? It's that's a shame. Lost the use of your woods. Oh, mate, gutted for you. I'm really gutted for you. That makes life difficult, but don't let it hold you back, hold you down. Keep plodding on. And if you want to come up to mine anytime, give me a shout. Not a problem. We can always sort something out.
Yeah, Six. You got that. Your lesser spotted woodpecker.
Yes, lots of wildlife this weekend.
He says watching the squirrel and the woodpecker around his tent.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris was having a very zen weekend. very and Disney.
He's sitting there dipping his coffee bag.
Yeah.
His Taylor's coffee bag.
Very Disney weekend. he was like Snow White.
Annabella's going to be so chuffed to go and see Lily.
Oh, yeah.
Lily the unicorn.
Yeah, my granddaughter's going to love that. She's going to love that. So just let you guys know, Walk Cook Walk, he has another channel called Fermented World.
I just subscribed.
Yeah. So he does beer, cider, mead, and wine. Gives you all the recipes and that. So always worth a look. And I can recommend the Black Forest mead.
Like a bit of mead.
Yeah. And again, some people would say it's not survival, it's not prepping. But brewing your own alcohol is definitely survival and prepping. Trade items, a way of making things last longer.
That you get the there's two soldiers that do their own coffee bags, don't they?
Yeah.
You get sometimes, but God, if you have the stronger one, that'll keep you awake for 4 or 5 days. Yeah.
Oh yes, Sticks was definitely.
Kiwi is slacking there, love. That's the second time the link's been up.
Yeah. Yeah. Try the jelly out with cattail leaf on your legs. Yeah.
Nice. All right, I'll give that a go. I've actually got some natural remedy. It contains to try and what happens is it's water retention is coming out of the legs. So this thing I've got, it's got 21 different things, including dandelion and cleavers. I hate cleavers. I hate them sticky things that make me itch. But give it a go.
Yeah, cattail root it's an important plant. It's an important plant. And again, something you'll find all around the world.
I'll try anything rather than keep having to bang my legs up all the time.
As with plantain, often marketed as plantago, but plantain, another incredible plant. Many medicinal uses, and found all around the world. So please excuse me tonight. I am a bit bleary-eyed. Not from the alcohol. It's just to give you an idea. I left Kaz on Tuesday morning. Saw her Thursday night for a couple of hours. Got my head down. Left Friday morning. It's been a long week. Yeah, a lot of driving, a lot of travelling. So this week I'm not doing naught other than spending time with my darling wife.
You're not going to be very entertaining because all I keep doing at the moment is sleeping.
Yeah.
I'm turning into a dormouse.
But at least I'm there.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And good old Willow, Mr. Cuddles, Mr. Teddy Bear, has been absolutely brilliant. He's looked after his mum. He's sat on her.
He sat on my leg. Sat on my head.
Yeah, sat on her head. He's protected her.
He came in this afternoon.
Yeah.
And he actually laid across my side.
Yeah.
While I was laying on the sofa. So I say, no, I'm looking after mum.
Yeah, he's been really, really good. Great little cuddle dog. And yeah, been very, very brave, very, very cuddly, and very, very loving. He's little furry blinky face. There you go.
Right, Michael.
Yes.
Walt's got a question.
Yes.
He's got a water butt on the allotment. Do you think if boiled and sterilised, it could be you cook with it?
Yes, definitely. Filter it, sterilise it.
Yeah.
As long as nobody's put any
Willow
feed or anything like that in there, you're not a problem at all, mate. If it's rainwater, even if it's gone stagnant, even if it's gone a bit manky, if you filter it and you boil it,
he hasn't got a filter.
You're going to be able to use it. Right. So when I say
you
filter,
can use
you could,
muslin, is it?
Yeah, you could use. All you're using the filter for is particles. So the military.
You can use a piece of cotton sheet.
Yeah, but British military issue these and have done for many years and still do. So this is called a Millbank bag. You can buy them from a lot of army shops.
I actually got that
online.
from eBay, I believe.
Yeah. And all it is, it's linen, right? So being that linen is a natural fibre, what happens when it's wet? The gaps in it close up. So you pre-soak that, hang it, tip the water in it, and because of the shape of it, the water obviously drops from there. You can then collect it in a container. And the idea, this takes out the particulates. It takes out grit, leaves, and the rest of it. It doesn't change the flavour. It just makes the water a bit clearer and takes out the lumps and bumps, dead bugs, all that sort of thing. Boil the water. If you're taking water from a source like that, I would say an absolute rolling boil for at least 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he said he's got some muslin socks for putting over his hops.
Yeah.
So
it's a good 10-minute rolling boil. A lot of people say you only need 2 or 3 minutes. Err on the side of caution is my fact there. It's at the end of the day for an extra several minutes heavy boiling, you are going to get rid of any.
John, do you need one? Because I can get one from the seller that we got that one from. And I can send it over if you like.
Yeah, John, we'll get you one. I owe you a favour.
So you want
Millbank
bag, okay?
Yeah, John, don't worry about that, mate. There will be one on its way to you. At the end of the day, it's and this is the thing. Hands across the sea. So yeah, got to look out.
Yeah, I'll give you the link for them, Kiwi. I'll text you the link for that. Okay, my love.
Yeah.
Everyone else wants it.
Yeah. So yeah, Millbank bags, a great piece of kit. I mean, for me, if anywhere in the world, literally anywhere in the world, okay, this is my water survival kit. There's a Millbank bag which takes out all the lumps, bumps, grit, bugs, and all the rest of it. And then collected from the Millbank bag.
Oh, your birthday's on the 23rd. Oh, wow, Max. His birthday's the 23rd of August.
Excellent.
Max's birthday.
And the water's collected into that. It could be a bottle container, whatever you want. It's collected into that. And on the bottom of that,
That's what I said, cotton, like cotton sheet as well. But yeah, say pillow.
on the bottom of that, I can put a Sawyer Mini. Okay, that gives me the ability to drink water almost anywhere in the world. Okay,
Shamal, yeah.
and if it's that manky and I'm that concerned, the water I collect from the filter again, I will boil. Okay, so it's a 3-stage. Yes, it's long-winded. Yes, it takes a bit of time, but health is health. It's as simple as that. It's you're only going to make yourself ill once, and if it's a survival situation, those extra steps are well worth taking. Sawyer Mini filters, they're not an expensive item for what they are. They do last very well.
Do you will it drip out of, what do you mean, that the Millbank bag?
Yeah,
it does. It drips out of that bit. That one, it's
yeah. That one, it will drip out. So if you hold it up with the filter under it, you'll get a slow draw. But these bags are designed so you can squeeze them.
Get the filter. That's it. Yeah, it's a filter.
Yeah. Or again, with the Sawyer Mini, one of the things you can do with this,
coffee filters. That's another good idea.
Fit a straw on the end, put it into whatever you need to drink from, and you can just drink through that. It's.
Thank you, John. I'll let you know that.
It's one of those things. It's this just makes life a bit easier. That and boiling, yeah. The only thing you might find with the Millbank bag and boiling is you may still have a little bit of flavour left in the water, i.e. if it's peaty and that, you might have a little bit of flavour.
No, walk cook. It wouldn't make good video, would it? You yakking on your chandria.
No,
no.
It's
I mean, it'd be right for a fail video, but not for your channel.
Yeah, and you know there are other water filter systems, the Grail and that.
Kiwi, I'm already on it. I've already, yeah. Don't forget to backwash your filter before use.
Yes, you can backwash these filters. And the other thing is, if it's cold, i.e. the temperatures get below freezing, bear in mind that all your filtering gear is going to have moisture in it. Keep it warm. Tuck it on the inside of your kit. Wear it next to your body. Let your body heat. Keep it warm. It stops it freezing up. Ice expands inside things and pops them. Same thing with water bottles, funny enough. Wear it on the inside of your kit rather than the outside of your kit in freezing conditions. By backwashing the filter, it's only because the water is sat in the filter for a long period of time, the moisture in there. So by backwashing it, you're making sure that you're cleaning it out. If you use your filter every single day, all the time, like the log hoppers do, then it's not so
John
much
said
of a worry.
if you want one of those tents like Kiwi, he can get you one in the summer.
I would dearly love one.
Yeah,
You let me
I
know
knew
what
that,
it costs.
yeah.
I'll pay the deliveries. It
Yeah.
was an absolutely brilliant system. That MSR water filters, they're a great bit of kit. MSR, anything made by MSR, Mountain Search and Rescue, right? That's the company. Good gear.
Good evening, Modern Tara and Doug.
Yeah, always good to backflush. How you doing, guys? Hope you're good. I mean, you guys can probably explain how efficient filters are better than I can because you use them day to day, you know. And I think you'll agree with me. You know, the question was, could he use the water from his water butt for cooking and that? And as I said, filter it and boil it. You'll be fine as long as nobody's putting any fertilizer in there.
Dan, it is the cancer that Dan has got. He's going to have blood tests on the 18th, and that will tell them if it's benign or whether he needs to have chemotherapy. But he's being his usual self. He's just barreling on and taking it. Yeah.
He's made stern stuff. He's a good lad.
Bloody old kitten. What did you do? Use the TARDIS?
Right.
How did you?
Kitten, you must have had the best drive home out of anybody I know. because
That's a bit of protein for you. Don't worry about
must be a
that.
clean run.
It's got it.
Yep.
What Cook said he's got thingy a larvae in his water.
If you've got larvae in the water, by filtering it, it's going to take the larvae out. Don't worry about the larvae too much. The one thing that you do want to be aware of, and larvae is actually an insect in your water, is a good sign. Okay, I know it sounds counterintuitive, it's a good sign. The thing you do want to be aware of is algae, right? Algae can be really nasty. You don't always get rid of it by filtering it, hence boil it. And when I say boil it, I said boil it well. Okay, there is no shortcut in boiling. It is rolling boil, good vicious rolling boil. The more you put into that, the safer you are.
Am I correct that some people use the carbon filters from aquariums, don't they?
Yeah, can be done. You can
you can use those because they're all set up to remove stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
hi Matthew.
It's at the end of the day, it's all filters will do is they'll remove particles. Okay, they remove the bacteria to a degree. I believe soya reckon 99% of bacteria they can stop. Viruses are another problem, but viruses are killed by boiling. Okay, bacteria is killed by boiling. So you can, as Lockhopper said, just filter it, normal filter, give it a boil, or filter it through a Millbank bag, give it a boil, give it a good boil, and you're away you go. The finer filters like the soya and that will help with things like heavy metals if you were drinking from streams and rivers that were a chance of pollution, and will help against most pollutants, not all. They don't work in seawater. And the reason they don't work against seawater is they clog. It's the saline solution. The salt in there is a large particle and it will clog that filter in minutes. But there are other techniques for making seawater or urine even safe, which is, as I said before, make a still. And
thanks, John. I do tend to I get information goes in, and I got little filing cabinets, and they just go in there. And when you were saying about the carbon, I suddenly went aquariums. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it, how you can use other things that not for that purpose for yourself for other purposes.
Distillation, walk. I mean, distillation, basically heating water or heating a liquid till the steam evaporates, collecting the steam back, and then cooling it is one of the best methods of making water safe. You can do it with urine, you can do it with seawater. In fact, it's one of the few guaranteed ways with seawater. It's always a little bit brackish, it's always a little bit tepid, but
Mod tried it for a laugh and killed his soya with it.
It will.
Yeah, I was going to
block it instantly.
Yeah, I was going to ask how Astrid is. So she's having a physio this week.
Yeah.
Next week.
Excellent.
Well, Mick's having that's the dates for the next camp.
Yeah.
He's already spoken to Gareth, and the 21st, 22nd and 23rd of August, because the 22nd is Mick's birthday, so it's going to be a bit of sort of camp birthday bash.
So like I say, I phoned Gareth to thank him today for allowing us to use the woods. Went above and beyond because the weather looks distinctly risky on Friday. He actually opened up the classroom and said, "Look, mate, there you go. If you need it, you and your guys can shelter up in there rather than get wet." Which I thanked him a lot for, because obviously that's his business.
And wonderful Ray, he bought lots of wood again, didn't you?
Yeah, Ray.
But it saved because the woods have been used by a 4x4 club a couple of weeks ago before, and they'd sort of removed all the wood that was stored up underneath the benches for the camp. Yeah,
Chris
that's it. Chris is one of them. He's one of those wildlife
He's
smugglers.
he's an
isn't he?
eco warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably got in his back garden and finally got mink in there.
Yeah. Stealing Surrey caterpillars,
Yeah.
taking them up to Northampton. They don't stand a chance. Up
No.
there. Yeah. Greta.
Greta sticks.
Yeah, hopefully you can, mate. It'd be lovely to go. And again, that camp there will be open to anybody that's interested.
Yeah.
If you can make it, you can make it. If you can't, fully understand. Don't bring birthday presents. I'm 61. Don't need birthday presents. Rather just have the company.
No, you can't open the paper anymore. That's what the truth is. You're lucky it's just the caterpillars. You might have one of those fox cubs in there.
Yes, Bill, you can get canned water. It's how can I say, canned water, survival water. Okay, tinned water. It is sterilized water, basically. It is bland.
He'll be 61.
Yeah. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh, you've been 61.
Yeah, John. There is a hell of a lot of ticks, and they are big.
Yeah.
And we're having a lot of trouble again with the blue-green algae in water, but people are still letting their dogs go in there, and then they're wondering why they're at the vets with them throwing up left, right, and centre.
Although in the woods, no. Got no ticks in the woods. I don't know why. I've been trying to fathom it out. Well, I've got a theory. We've got no grass in the woods. We've got no ground flora, right? So it's a beech woods, and apart from the leaf mold on the floor, there's nothing for them to climb. And one of the things with ticks, they do like to get up onto something so that they can pass on to passing animals.
What I was saying is that they had 7 ticks this year, and that's more than they've had in the 12 years living that way. They are rife this year, aren't they? Yeah. It makes me laugh when you see these people taking their dogs for a walk and they're all going through the really long grass, and it's like one of the Shih Tzus that I watched, Mike the Shih Tzu, because he's always sticking his nose in. That's where he always gets the ticks. We used to have that with our border terrier Bracken, because she's always sniffing in things. If she's going to get a tick, it would always be around her nose or under her chin, wouldn't it?
And the thing is, the only thing you can do in tick season is be alert. Even today, I've come home from the woods. I've never had a tick up there. I'm pretty sure that they're there, but in lower numbers. I've come back. I've had a really good shower. I've checked myself top to bottom, head to toe. And if there's anywhere I can't check, and I've suddenly
get someone else to check for you,
think there might be something there, get it checked. Ticks need to come off within 24 hours. Okay,
Lee Michelle, that's a handy to know, Lee. He uses lemon on his dog to stop the ticks, because poor old Willow's quite low. He don't want to get a tick on his
Excellent. Liquid death. Yeah.
Are we joining you in the shower, are we? Stuart.
Just remember when you're in the shower and that, you can't see out the window, so make sure the radar's on. Okay? Yeah. Switch the radar on to protect yourself.
Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah, but not funny. You meant that's a lot of that's an area of a lot of blood.
Yeah.
So
and that's the other thing.
Tasty.
That's the other thing with ticks. They will get into the nooks and crannies.
Yeah, they like the hot bits, so that's why they get in the bends of the knees, inside the crotch area.
Yeah.
And on thinners too. Oh no.
That doesn't help.
Yeah, I noticed when he walked in, all I could get is this waft of burnt wood.
Campfire smell by Mick.
Eau de camp.
Eau de camp, yes. You want to know what to buy your man? This
at the Beltline too, yeah. Yeah, they are horrible things.
Yeah.
Do you get them up a lot where you are, Dean? And by the way, thank you so much for I really appreciate following you. As I said, being a disabled person, with you climbing those beautiful mountains in Cumbria and the Lake District and that, I could never get up there. I've used to.
Yeah.
Used to all the big tours up in
Devon,
Cornwall
yeah.
and that, but yeah, I can't now. So even my scooter's good, but not that good.
Yeah, and I think it's not just for disabled people as well.
Yeah.
As you get older, I was thinking about this at the camp. I had one of them moments where you sat back watching everybody enjoy themselves and that. And it was a horrible thought. It was one that really actually hit me for a second, and I had to push it out of my head. But I sat there and I thought, how many more years of this have you got, Nicky? You're 61 this year.
Yeah.
Have you got 9 years of it? Are you going to get 10 years, 20 years? What have you got? But it is winding down. And I do find things a bit more difficult now. I'm starting to realise, I'm not as fit as I was. And that is not a case of knocking myself on fitness. It's a fact I'm getting old. I've got to slow it down a little bit. But people going out, having their adventures and sharing their adventures, you're putting it out there for people to look back on. I'm sure there's people that have walked the same hills that can't anymore, that get that chance to go and look at the hill and relive the memories.
Yeah, it's like Life to Hobby. When I said to him about it, he said he didn't even think about that. When you put the videos out there, you don't think of the people that can't actually join it. Do it themselves. And oh yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, ask away, Mike. Ask away. Yeah, Max. I'm very difficult situation for you there, mate. Charging, but at the end of the day, you've also got to prioritize your power use and that.
I'd like to. Good evening, GI Philcroft. Welcome. Is a new one for you, Mark? GI Philcroft.
Yeah, I'm reading through. Does find them being very rude, aggressive towards each other, come across as intimidating to me. That's done it just for no makes sense to me. Yeah, and again, Mike, one of the difficulties for you being blind is a lot of when guys are sitting there around a campfire and we're taking the Mickey and all the rest of us, we've got the fact that we can read faces and see that they're grinning, laughing, smiling when they're doing it. That takes that intimidation factor off. But for you as a blind person, you're not able to read that, so all you can hear is the voice. And again, even as individuals that are sighted, things like texts. I text a mate, "How you doing, you daft old bugger?" Well, there's no context because there's no visual there. He's like, "Oh, you're being rude? Are you being nice?" And it's that same difficulty. So I can understand where you're coming from there. It's hard to know how to trust somebody. And you made me think about it. Maybe in my interactions with anybody that's partially or lack of sight, maybe I need to think about toning myself down. Because I can be quite loud and aggressive. And I don't mean to be loud and aggressive. It just comes from a life of giving people orders. But maybe that I need to think that in those situations, they can't read my face. They can't see that I've got a big grin on my face and a smile. And
but you're right. There's never any call to bully any other human being. And some people think it's okay to go through life jesting about things all the time, and they don't understand that their jesting might be funny to them, but it can be quite insulting, rude, and uncomfortable for other people, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Lockhoppers, and it's hard. Yeah, I've never. Again, it's that life lessons, isn't it? Never really thought about how difficult it would be for somebody that can't see to be able to read the banter. I mean, I come from an environment that is banter rich, and even I'll
get back to you about Bill. I'll write it down.
Have had where the banter's gone too far, where it's touched a nerve, and sometimes you have to just sort of go, right, sod this, I'm out of here, or pull it back. but not being able to visually read somebody, that's difficult. Yeah. I think it's banter is okay between colleagues and friends that are close to one another, that understand it, that they can have a joke with one another. But again, it's one of those difficult things. It's hard to deal with. It's also a culture thing. Yeah, it's yeah.
I think personally, I think that if find that someone is, if someone makes a big thing or like bullying about something, it's their it's wrong, but it's their way of coping with something that they're not happy with themselves. There is something about themselves, and it's almost like a protection thing. They're being aggressive and sort of to hide the fact that they feel that there's something that is wrong about them. They don't want you to know. So by being loud and aggressive, you'll not notice it.
Yeah, and usually people being loud and aggressive are hiding. It's a front. I have had a situation in the past, many years ago, where somebody was within the group we were in. There was a little bit of banter, and it was friendly banter. It was something we were able to do that took a lot of effort, and there was a bit of geeing one another along, and it was a way of encouraging one another. But one individual got too carried away with it, started to get personal with it, and I brought it up and literally said to him, "Look, back off. You're going too far." And he just looked at me and went, "Suck it up, buttercup." All right. And I belted him. As simple as that.
I feel up with my mental health is very good. I'll just get over it. You don't just get over it.
You don't. And I hit him and said, "Suck that up." It's how far do you take it? And again, banter between friends, colleagues, and even family can overstep the mark at times, but the majority of the time it's because they feel that they've got that much of a personal connection with you that they can get that little bit more personal.
It's right. You're right, G.I. Field. It's so much bad going on at the moment, and just be kind to one another and support one another, and that's where all the sort of mental health and trouble starts, isn't it? Because people are trying to cope with this day in, day out, and they don't.
That's it. Just because you're in a good place doesn't mean everybody else around you is. And one of the nicest things for me this weekend with the camp was after it finished, and all the guys had gone.
Hi, Jess. How you doing, lovey?
Everybody had left. I walked back down into the camp and I had 5 minutes just sat there in a peace and quiet of it on my own. Thank the woods for allowing us to spend time there looking after us.
Exactly, 3 dogs. Exactly.
And just bended with nature for 5 minutes. I then drove home, and to be honest with you, I tootled home. I was like, I'm not going to rush anywhere. I'm chilled, relaxed. I've been chilled and relaxed all afternoon, and I literally come in, sort my kit out, have a shower, and it was nice. We can make fun of one another, but you've got to. It's knowing when, how, and how far you can take it. It's, and also.
You asked you a question there, Nick.
It's not so much a way of testing. I'll give you the instance. Okay, so I used to work with military recruits, and as the instructor, these guys.
Me too, Lawrence.
These guys have to run 3 miles as their test. They've got to achieve that to succeed, and they come to you in week 1, and maybe half of them can do it, and half of them can't. Out of the half of them that can't, there are probably 10% that never will be able to do it. Okay, there's another 25 to 50% that believe they can't do it, and then there's some that just feel short. Those that don't believe they can do it, you've got to try and push them. You've got to try and get them over that mark. You've got to give them that self-belief. And one of the things that doesn't work is saying to them, you know, come on, guys, you can do this, because it's too gentle, because you're trying to push them to a limit, beyond an uncomfortable limit. And in running, there is a point of stitch. Okay, there is a point of exhaustion, there's a point of stitch, and it hurts. But then you hit the wall. Okay, once you've hit the wall, and any of you that are runners out there know exactly what I'm talking about, it can be absolute agony and exhausting. Then you hit the wall, the body releases all the endorphins, the pain goes away, and now you can run for hours. Okay, so you push them by using not abuse, but it is firm encouragement and banter. Okay, and that's where that comes in. Between really close friends, banter can be an affirmation of trust.
Yeah.
Okay, it can be that you two trust one another that much that you can take the mickey out of one another, and it then becomes that affirmation. The difficulty with banter, the difficulty with what people are doing, is the aggression level. You've got to know when the aggression is actually going to become threatening in a physical or a fearful way for the other person. There is a point you cannot overstep. I couldn't run behind people screaming at them, that's it, you know, you're out, you're useless, and all the rest of it. Not like they did in the 50s. But what I can do is push them that little bit. So it's finding a balance.
Walk. If you're running, I'm going to chase you in scooter, especially you got what is this. Jess, this is what Walk made for the camp. Is it black cherry mead?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's it. The difference is, Mike, at the end of it, when I sit down with them and I pat them on the back, even if they've not achieved it, I pat them back and I've seen the effort and I'm telling them how brilliant they are. And I also say to them, you know, look, I'm pushing you to try and get you through this. It's not, they get it. And I have had people that can't take it. But then in that military world, if they can't take it, then maybe the military life is not for them. You know, it's you've got to find it. It's like when I'm teaching up the woods. I'm very hands-off, very soft, very gentle, no banter. Okay? It is encouragement. Give people time and all the rest of it. So it has times and places, but only between people that have earned that level with them. If you start throwing banter at somebody you don't know, here in the UK, if I walked up to somebody and went, "Hey up, Lanky," I'm liable to get a smack on the nose, especially if he doesn't know me. Oh yeah. You're right, Lee Michelle. On your way up, always remember the ones that lifted you up there. Then when you fall, how they're going to be there.
That's it, Mike. You just say, you give it a go and try it, and
we are weird creatures, mate. And again, different cultures, isn't it?
Mind you, women can be worse.
The different countries have different cultures and different ways of doing things.
I love blueberry.
It's I know a lot of other cultures find the British especially quite abrupt, quite stark in how we do things. To Brits, things are black and white. We don't do grey too well, do we?
No. But we were very chuffed on Friday. You hit the 2.39 subscribers.
Yeah, 2.39 subscribers. 4 years. So, yeah.
Smurf juice. How many Smurfs do you get to make that? Don't let Smurf the Smurfy. Smurfy. Yeah. For those who didn't see it last week, look what I did. Woohoo! I got a 3D printed gnome kit, and that's I painted in. Look, because he's a gnome, he's got what do we call those? The mushrooms that are red and white spotted ones.
Yep. Fly Garrett.
Fly Garrett. So look, he's got Fly Garrett bags, look, med bags. I can't find the other one because they're grey when they come, and I was going to make his little friend.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
yeah.
Mike.
Yes, it is Tank.
I'll finish off that subject by just saying this, and I'm sure everybody out there will agree with me, no matter where they are.
Yeah.
In all cultures, there are arseholes. Okay. It doesn't matter how you try and deal with it. You will, on a daily basis, bump into more than one arsehole.
Yeah.
They're usually very opinionated, very aggressive, very loud. I tend to look at them like mice. They're shouting because they want you to go away and be afraid of them. Don't ever be afraid of them. Nothing sorts a mouse out better than a quick, swift kick in the bollocks.
Hi, Bushcraft Rebooted. How are you doing?
Yeah. Everyone has won.
I'm glad you liked it, Dean. It goes down many a path. It's like when you go for a walk. You end up with you got like 5 or 6 directions you can go, and it can go anywhere. But any time it can sort of veer off in another area.
Yeah. We cover everything. Yeah, and again, everything we discuss on here, I often get told by people that's not really survival channel. It is all survival.
Mm.
Mental health, banter, having friends that you chat to on a Sunday night helps. Survival isn't always the jungle, being up a mountain in a plane crash. Sometimes for a lot of people, like our man mate Max at the moment, it's just getting through the day. It's just knowing that people care.
Yeah.
That's the important
And the thing is, we do notice when you're not around. Like Mike, we've noticed you've not been here, and we were actually saying the other day, and I hope you're all right. And Max and Jess, and we do. And G.I. Phil Croft, we all know, we do notice when you're not here, and we sort of have a conversation and say, I hope they're okay. It'd be nice to see them again if they are.
Bushcraft Rebooted in the house. How you doing, brother? Lift my glass to you. Hope you've had an awesome week.
And young Sam's in the house.
And young Sam. Evening, Sam. How you doing, bro? Hope you're all good. Bushcraft Rebooted. As you say, you are an honorary pro sniper on my channel. By all means, snipe away if one drops in. We got one last week. I believe Simon Ridley is 2 up on the troll count at the moment.
Yeah, Mike, you've been dealt some hard cards as it is, and it must be difficult for you. And we're here to support you. And
and same thing with Max.
Yeah,
I know
Max.
He's going through a very tough time at the moment, mate. Max, we all.
You've been sick. I'm sorry to hear that. Bushcraft Rebooted. Yeah. You ought to have some of Wilk's mead. That'll make you feel better.
Yeah. Oh, mate. Oh, sorry to hear that. I'll give some rest. Take care of yourself. Look after yourself. Know you're loved.
Yeah.
Yeah. Know you're loved. You're appreciated. I was cheeky a couple of months back. I actually did a live stream here based on Bushcraft Rebooted, where I set the camera up there looking down on everything. So I nicked his method. I'm sure he doesn't mind, but
What is the grey object behind Kaz? It looks like that.
Oh, all right. So
that is Mitch has bought himself a coal forge because young Sticks and young Island Jason have been making their knives. He's changed his mind. He's not pulling his forge down now. He's just changed it. He's turned it into a garage for my big scooter, and he's bought himself a coal forge.
Yeah. So it's just a small coal forge. It's not really for anything other than smaller projects. I'm not getting another anvil.
No.
The doctor would go ballistic because of the mess it's made of.
Emphasize it on young, yes, definitely. Young Jason.
This week on this channel, I'm going to make a squirrel cooker. This week, I'm going to show you how to make a medieval squirrel cooker.
No squirrels will be harmed in the making of this cooker.
Yeah. So that you can go away and make one yourself. Now, I'm going to make it with a forge, but I'll also tell you how to make one without a forge.
I believe it was £230.
Yeah.
I believe it's made in Poland.
Yeah.
I believe, because the craft
Yeah.
chip
They're,
there is
they're
really
not
good.
cheap,
Yeah.
but it is a piece of equipment that goes into my prepper gear.
No,
So
definitely no hammering.
Yeah. with that, I can then produce pretty much hinges, bracketry, a bit like an air raid siren.
We should have one of them, shouldn't we?
Yeah. I cook sets, steel work, all that sort of thing. So yeah, this week I will knock up a very simple squirrel cooker. And you can, like I say, you can all see how it's done. Now, you don't need a forge to do a squirrel cooker. You can do it in a fire. All you need to do is be able to soften the metal enough to bend it. Or if you've got a gas torch, you can use that to heat it to get the bend in it, because there's only a couple of very simple bends. It's all you need, and away you go.
It does actually look like one of the 1950s or 60s hairdryer, doesn't it? That curled bit.
The only thing that hasn't got that I would have liked, and it's because of the size of it, hasn't got a clinker breaker. So I've got to make a couple of tools to do that sort of work with it. But that's also the fun of blacksmithing, is making tools and equipment to do jobs. We'll get back into doing a little bit of use the forge and scrubber. It's
and of course he will be doing also the I've got to choose my Kydex for making my stick holder for the mobility scooters.
So Kaz is going to order up some Kydex, and we'll do some Kydex, and we'll do a squirrel cooker this week. So I think in the channel we're going to do a few more bits and pieces like that.
You could use a forge as a squirrel cooker.
Yeah, wouldn't last long.
No. No, it didn't, unfortunately, and it's quite hard to get hold of the coal.
Yeah.
If we, because we live down south, it's quite hard. If we lived more northern, we'd be fine. But getting
the coke is a bit
they
tricky.
want either one company wanted you got to do a £56 at least order, another one wanted at least £100 order, and a bag of coke is about £22 to £25.
Yeah.
And you can't just buy a single bag.
Yeah, and the reason,
unless you walk in and get it.
The reason I've gone to, I could buy a gas forge a lot cheaper, but the price of gas at the moment is through the roof. I can't see it coming down. And the other issue is I live here in rented accommodation, and having half a dozen 4'2" gas bottles in the garden is something they're not keen on. So, if anybody smells that and says, "What's that?" I've got this barbecue, but using coke, it won't smell.
Yeah, that's why we can get bags of coal online, no problem. But it's not the right one. It's not a low smoke.
The other problem with coal is it's got a high bitumen level. Okay, so bituminous coal in a forge burns super hot, but it produces a lot of clinker, and clinker tends to clog the forge up very, very quickly. Coke tends to burn cleaner. It's designed for forges. They've taken a lot of the bitumen out of it. So it not only does it burn cleaner, which of course, if you imagine, if your face is over it the whole time while you're working, you don't want to be breathing in all that nasty tar. But there, it works. Works.
So this might, I think we found the nearest place that does where you can go and get a bag is Oxford. So it might be a case of going out to do a road trip and some filming to sort of going out that direction to get it.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. You can use the start off. It's like the issue with so.
Oh, congratulations! So, Walk Cook Walk's channel is a year old today.
Brilliant, mate. I've advised people in the past, and it annoys people that if you're making a homemade forge, to try and get the briquettes. Now, briquettes don't get as hot as lump wood. Like lump wood gets hotter, faster, and it gets to a slightly higher temperature. The only problem with lump wood is it burns off so quickly. You will go through tons of it. Charcoal briquettes tend to be denser. They hold the heat longer, but they take longer to get hot, and they take more time, and they don't get quite as hot as the lump wood. So, in a perfect world, if you're using barbecue materials to do it, then maybe combine the two. Use the lump wood to get the temperature up, put the briquettes in to hold the temperature. I prefer coke, which is what traditionally you would use in a forge, purely and simply because it's not giving me so much smoke, it's not giving me so many fumes, and it will get to a good temperature. Said. Yeah, brazier coal. Do you know what? I might be giving it a go.
Thank you for that, Cujo.
Cujo, I'll give that a go. We've got a B&Q up the road because obviously I've got.
I was thinking maybe to get a better metal, we'd go to Basingstoke.
Yeah.
Because we prefer that.
I've got to bed that in anyhow. So what you see there is initially it's probably going to leak. It's got to have the oils burnt off of the cast iron. It's like anything, you've got to burn it in. Things start to bend, they start to settle. It bolts together. You've got a difference of metals where it joins. So again, there I can't bolt it up super tight because you've got high tensile steel nuts going into cast iron. The high tensile steel nuts, right, might rip threads out. There's a temperature difference. There's a difference in expansion between the two metals. So I've got to go gentle on it to start off with. So initial burn with that will probably be with no winding of the pump to force air through it. It's just going to be lit it good and hot. And at that point, it is going to burn off all the oils, all the treatments they've used on it. So it's going to be a bit smoky out there. The second burn, I will probably work things like mild steel. So I'm not getting up to super hot temperatures, but hot enough to do the bits I want to do. So squirrel cookers and that, what I call soft projects to start off with. And then as the year goes on, we might get into one or two harder and tougher projects.
I don't know some of the when you watch the video of the camp, obviously the fire, the bottom part, the Land Rover part was got by Gareth and Tim and that at the Woods, but all the arms, the stands, the things, they're all made by him. Yeah. And I particularly like the swing round one that's got the grill on it, and the grill sits on a large horseshoe. Okay. So the horseshoe is on the twisted bar, and then the grill's on top, so it swings away into the fire or out of the fire. And I really like that one.
Well, I'll do some of those. We'll make some of those up for people to put onto pole burners and things like that. So I got into blacksmithing purely and simply because I like to make things, and metal is in my blood. And there is no reason why anybody can't do this. Knife making, slightly more different. It's a different skill set. It's like saying I'm a blacksmith, I can shoe a horse. It ain't the same.
No,
it ain't the same at all. The bending of metal and the forming of metal is easy.
But you have a price to pay, people. Remember that.
You'll always have a price to pay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you will always make a sacrifice, whether it be in blood, sweat, or blisters.
It's a shame, but the camp, my full intention was to make a courgette cake and my sweet potato and cinnamon muffins.
Yeah.
So you either missed out or you dodged a bullet there.
Yeah. John, do you know what? I will quote that later on in the week, because that is about sums it up. Above all, remember, bottom line is that we are all or as humans, we can all be evil, hairless monkeys. Yeah.
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 That sounds good. Walk, cook, walk. Or log burner the other day.
Yeah. Yeah. You can only try walk, walk, cook, walk. It's at the end of the day, it's worth a go.
Yeah, I'm only gutted with the curry. I tried. I thought that is so nice. I thought I better grab a bowl of that before it goes, and I didn't.
Sorry, love.
I've gutted.
So
glad
the
you like
guys all got a chance to cook on cast iron this weekend. So 2 cast iron griddles, cast iron bowl, 2 Dutch ovens.
Yeah, I was quite pleased that Dutch oven was quite good for.
How much was
It's
that?
8 point. 40 quid. I think
40
it was
quid.
40
There
quid
you go.
for 8.8 litre Dutch oven.
Lasts you a lifetime. Take care of it.
Yeah, I made a chicken curry. What I did, I did a chicken curry at home in the slow cooker because I knew that he was doing the beef stew from scratch at the camp. So I done that as well. So they could have something to eat waiting for the stew.
Well, everybody sort of contributed in a way to the beef stew. Kitten had some beer there, which I used to liven it up a bit when I was cooking it. And the beer was a Spanish beer. It worked absolutely brilliantly. And it was a simple stew. It was literally a carrot, 6 potatoes, a couple of pounds of beef, beer, a few herbs and spices, and then cooked for about 2.5, 3 hours.
What we actually go to a farm up in Gloucester, and we buy our beef boxes from Farmer P, and he raises Dexters, and so we know how the cattle are looked after. They have such a great life, he's so good with his animals, and his meat is amazing. That's why we go up there and buy the beefy boxes.
I'll move that over there.
Yes, I'm going. That's mine.
Yes, everybody got to try the mead, and I think everybody enjoyed it.
Yeah, the Dutch ones are good. That one came from Amazon.
It was an Overmont, which is a good brand.
Yeah,
good make. I've got 2 of them. Never had a problem with them.
No, the lady in white trousers never turned up again.
No,
did she?
No.
I meant to answer that earlier. Sorry, Max.
We have a theory now, Max, because quite late on Friday night there was a band playing down at the golf club, which is about 3/4 of a mile away, and I think that young lady might work either behind the bar or in the club. And when she finishes work late at night, especially after an event or a do, rather than walk around the long way and do like a 2-mile walk along little quiet country lanes, she just cuts through the woods. And that's, we were all gobsmacked seeing a woman walk through the woods in the early hours of the morning on her own. But how's that different to walking up a lane? It's probably a lot safer.
Well, that sounds nice, John. Ooh. Yeah, walk. I know we know the cow, but that I think the particular steer we had was the one that gave Farmer P quite a hefty kick. Yeah, so he's glad to have him go. But I try not to think of that we actually know the cow. I mean, there's one that he's got. She's called Mary, and she will never end up in the freezer. She is a pet. She's
going to be an end of life cow.
Yeah, but it's nice to know that. Because I try not to think of that because the whole. I mean, he hates having to take them to the slaughterhouse. He really does. That's his worst job because he does love his animals. But we know that they're looked after. They have a great life and
possible.
Well, that
so. Bushcraft Rebooted. There is a channel out there which I suggest you go and have a look at called Fermented World.
It's Walk, Cook, Walk.
In with us tonight, Walk, Cook, Walk. It's this other channel. And the young man is a brewer. He makes beers, ciders, and this is a Black Forest mead. Sticks Outdoors has just put the link up to it.
Yes.
And I tell you what, mate.
And Jason.
Delicious. Absolutely stunning. Gorgeous drink. So
is mine.
I'm going to sub to this channel because I want to know how to make some of these things. And again, in the prep and survival world, being able to produce your own alcohol in a survival situation or a prepper situation,
Yeah, it's
trade
good to know
goods.
the animal welfare. And
Trade goods. People always want alcohol, as well as making you feel relaxed, comfortable, and all the rest
I'm
of
going to hide it.
Yes, yeah, it's.
I'll put it in the safe, but it wouldn't fit in.
It is very, very Moorish. It is one of those things. It's like drinking a really smooth, top quality port. You drink it, and it's like angels tickling you gently on
Yeah.
the tonsils.
I mean, I like wine. I love cider, but mead, yeah. Mm.
I don't know that you could ship it to the US. I don't know whether you can.
What's that?
Bushcraft Reboot is saying what would shipping be to the US?
Uh-huh.
It has a little tartness, but that offsets the sweetness. I don't like sickly things, and that little bit of tartness in it, it's
Yeah,
like
it's like
eating
me.
a Black Forest Gatto. You know, you've got the sweet, you've got the tart, the cherries.
I actually
perfect.
don't like honey,
No.
but I love mead. And if I'm afraid that if there is a mead that's got a bit that sort of honey taste, I'm a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, you showed me your new sign I got you for the man
So
for the forge outside.
I've had 3 forges now. Okay, and you name a forge. So if you're going to build a forge, you put together a forge, you always name
Willow.
it. It's traditional. It can be a village name, it can be your name, but you name it. But my background, my age, and my prepping and survival attitude has got me that sign. The forge is going to be known as the Bunker Forge.
It's actually metal. It's 3D. It's yeah.
Yeah. So the Bunker Forge. So
yeah, you're gonna come and say hello to Lee Michelle. Come on.
And I'm not going to be producing gear to sell. I am going to be producing projects, ideas, sharing things with people for you to have a go at. You know, it's.
Yeah, we won't.
If you've been a dick,
come on. He wants to see you. Come on. Will.
Come on.
Yeah.
Willow.
What's that got? Look.
What's this? One of these. One of these.
Got him.
Come and see Lee Michelle. Oh, come on, mate. There we go.
There you go, Lee.
There you go.
There's a little look at yourself. Yeah.
Bribe him.
Stinker.
You have to bribe him. You have to bribe him.
Yeah. Yeah, the Willow.
Have to bribe you, don't we? Yeah, you little stinker.
Night, Dean. Have a good week.
Yeah.
And see you on next Sunday's live for the mayhem and yeah.
Yeah, it's I'm going to share a few projects with you guys. Simple things, easy to do, great fun, and at the end of the day, you can get use out of them on your camps, on your adventures. I mean, even things like tent pegs. At the end of the day, why does a tent peg just have to be a round bit of wire? Why can't it be something a little bit more fancy with a cutting edge and a hammer on it?
Yeah.
You know, that's the way to think of it. You can produce whatever you want.
Yeah. You're attacking me
Not
again.
wondering. Take it easy, mate.
And Mike's going as well. Mike from
Minsk. Have a great week, mate. Take it easy. Look after yourself. So yeah, this is pure. I give up blacksmithing and I gutted because it always been. I'm not a fancy
good
man.
name for it there, Max. The Doodlebug. Yeah.
So I advised Sticks, gave him some tips and ideas. He took those tips and ideas. He's made some stunning knives. That encouraged Island Jason to have a go.
Yeah.
He's made some stunning knives. And what I've made a few knives over the years, but really for me, it's more the other tools and equipment.
Yeah, it's the squirrel hangers and things like that, and it's the because we had lots of horseshoes. It was like using 3 to almost like a clover leaf to make pot stands, because you know how expensive the pot stands can be. And
so there's nothing to stop most people having a go, other than the fact that nobody's ever shown them how it's done. So hopefully what I'm going to be able to do is give you some tips and ideas and some projects to have a go at yourself. I'm still going to be doing
Oh,
my
soggy old
same old
dartboard, eh?
channel, but the
Yeah, it's been like that around here just
Yeah.
lately, like Max. It's really, yeah.
it's the idea being it's kit that you can use. And
Yeah, Lee Michelle, that's exactly was it, wasn't it? And it started a fire in him as well. He sort of enjoyed watching it and giving advice and that when they did it. And he said, you know what, I'm not going to take the shed down because obviously by making it smaller for himself, it means that because I've got two big scooters. The newer one has now got a garage. The other little one is going to be going
now.
this week.
Max made a ammo box stove,
Doodlebug, yeah,
which we called the Doodlebug because when he fired it up in Dartmoor in the middle of a hurricane, this thing roared. This thing, I thought it was actually going to move us. It sounded like a Second World War Doodlebug going through the woods. The exhaust pipe on it glowed. It shot out a 4-foot jet flame. It was absolutely amazing.
I bet you are tired, kitten. That's a long old way to go. He said, you unpacked some more things this afternoon.
Yeah.
He just brought in a couple of the more expensive bits out of the vehicle, and
so kitten, bless him. Not only did he drive from one end of this island,
I'm gonna have black pudding and bacon for breakfast tomorrow.
He drove right across the entirety of England and part of Scotland to come down for the camp. But he also picked sticks up on his way, and dropped him back. So Kitten, well done. And I was expecting Kitten to just about be getting home about 9 o'clock if he got a good run. He didn't. He got back before then. He had an amazing run, or he went through a time
It's nothing in there.
Because I know he would definitely not exceed the speed limit. He's a sensible man like that.
Yeah, he's got a TARDIS. I knew it. He's like Batman with these, Batman and his vehicles.
No.
You press a button and you're not Batman.
I am
You know,
Batman.
driving like you stole it, yeah.
Batman. Willow.
He's got a hover car, yeah. It's like the one from Men in Black.
Yeah.
He presses a button, the wheels go up. In tunnels, he's over the top.
Great little car.
Yes, I heard you got it down into the woods, down that track, because that track is a flipping nightmare, isn't it? No, you didn't.
No,
I
didn't.
Oh,
it's just Mrs. Scott.
No. I mean, you come down the track to the little car park just at the top.
Yeah. No, so what can we say about the camp? It was emotional, as my mate Vinnie Jones would say. It was.
I love your TP seat as well. They're going to love that when they see that.
Well, Gareth pissed himself. Oh, excuse me, no, we're after 9. So Gareth was laughing quite loudly when I explained to him we no longer had a devil deer. We had a unicorn, and we've got Adolf the reindeer.
Is that the one that like a Egyptian hieroglyphic?
Yeah. His brother's Rudolph.
Yeah,
he's Adolf the reindeer. But yeah,
and a Valerie chuff that he's got a mate now.
Oh, we'll take her up there.
Yeah.
We won't be taking her up there Saturday. We might take her up.
No.
Sunday,
Saturday we are going to we're going to a show in Heathfield that's near Broadoak in Sussex. Lee Roberts has got a stall there and selling his lovely walking sticks, and we are actually going to pick up our walking sticks that he's done. He showed us bits of it. What he's done is wrapped them all up.
Yeah.
So we're not going to know the finished result until we pick them up.
Crack a video out from the show.
Yeah.
And I am also going to chuck together a couple of shorts for Mr. Lee Roberts. And then I'm going to chuck them out. And if you could all do me a favour, because I'm trying to support the guy, because he has been so good to the channel.
We've got that one.
We'll try and get him help him get his little business going, because the guy is an absolute legend. Not only is he a true craftsman, but he's a really nice dude as well. Really nice dude. To give you an idea of the quality of his work, and everything he does is hand painted, hand carved. Okay, he made me a bull roarer.
Look at that.
That was the fox that he put onto it, and I love the Aboriginal touch with the artwork. I think absolutely standing. But on the back, he's also captured the fox prints. Okay, absolutely beautiful piece of work.
Hi, Simon.
It is a treasured item. So
I've got a spatula that he did me, but our sticks that he's done us, I commissioned him to do one with fox for me and a wild boar for him. And I've seen some of the pictures of the fox head, and the artwork is amazing, the wild boar. And he's actually, for me, I've got fox prints down the stick. And for him, because he said if he put a wild boar print on the stick, the actual size, it would be too big for the stick. So what he's done him a mixture of different wild tracks on that. So yeah.
So I'm gonna go down there, see him, give him a big hug, shake his hand.
This weekend I've seen he's put his gazebo up, and he's put some of his sticks up. I think in all he's done 200 sticks, and they've got birds, fishes, insects on there. He's got walking poles.
And again, the art of stick making is quite laborious, because if you're going to make a really good quality stick, you're going to have to cut the wood and season it for a minimum of a year. And it's not as easy as a lot of people think. We
had to have no snipers we needed this week.
Yeah,
this
Simon,
week.
You've
Is it you? Are you drawing them in? Simon, because you sniped both the last two. And he's not been in. We had known.
I think he's luring him in.
Yeah,
he's like, get over there on this channel, give him some stick, bang. Let's get it, Simon.
Stop it, Will.
Well, calm down. Come on.
Look, Simon, I'm trying to do the second one now, but I can't find him. He was grey.
Outside
you like
the
him?
tank.
Look, that was a grey 3D printed plastic I got from Temu, and they all think it looks like outside a tank. Target quality. That's what it is. He's manifesting them on another account.
Dog licks me, I lick the dog. Dog sits on me, I sit on dog. It's a fair
You're not
deal
pooing on the dog.
It's a fair exchange. I pick up the dog poo. Guess what he's got to do tomorrow?
He's horrified at that.
Who's that?
You pick up his poo. He goes, you go in a room and do it. I'm not allowed to do it in the house. Yeah, I do it outside, and you put it in a plastic bag.
I take him for his walk. I take my little bag with me. I pick up his poop. You've ever seen a dog so angry? He's like, you filthy git. I put that down.
No,
what are you doing?
No, he doesn't hump your leg. He's got this weird thing. He had this big grey goose.
Yeah.
And what he likes to do, he holds the goose in his mouth, and then humps his bed inside out.
Yeah.
Or the pillows.
And
it doesn't matter if the pillow he's humping is you got your head on it.
He's a randy little dog.
Yeah.
He's a randy little dog. But I can't
help but like it. Ray, I'm glad you had a good time at the camp.
Ray, thank you for coming, mate. I'm glad you had a great time. And you are an absolute legend. Ray turns up at the camp. We were actually discussing the morning. Me and Sticks are like, have we got enough firewood to keep us going?
Because the other 4x4 lot.
We might not be having the fire in the afternoon. And then Ray turns up, and the legend that he is giving me a hand with this. And not only did he bring the logs up, he'd split them, everything, and kept us in firewood for the entire weekend. So, Ray, thank you, brother. We really appreciated it. Thank you very much. Ray had wood. Yeah. Yeah. And all times through the camp, obviously the guys were busy as hell. Some of the guys had their radars on. Some of the guys were carving, some were grinding,
Some were dipping their coffee bags.
some were dipping coffee bags.
Yeah.
That's a bit of an in-camp joke there. You had
Yeah,
to be
and he
there.
bought gifts for people as well, which is nice.
Yeah, and yeah, everybody contributed. It was, you know.
So yeah, if anyone, if those who can want to put that in their, paper, pencil it in their date in their calendar. The next camp is the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd of August, and it's going to be it's his birthday bash.
I don't know if anybody had early morning wood. It's not
usually Chris, isn't it?
The nice thing with that woods is every sort of spaces out, gets their own bit of space. So what happens in your tent?
Yes, I saw the Roaming Ray bottle openers. They're very smart, aren't they?
They are very smart. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate that. Very, very smart.
And then Cameron with these, for those who haven't already seen them, Cameron, who came, made these for everyone at the camp. There was black ones and the blue ones as well.
Yeah.
Aren't they smart?
No, nobody got pissed. Simon, everybody had, I think everybody had a drink. In fact, I know everybody had a drink, but it was one of those.
Well, they're still breathing, so I didn't food poison them with me curry.
Yeah, people just had a drink and relaxed and chatted and laughed. It was like a good evening in a sergeant's mess. It was no hassles, no dramas, no attitudes, no issues, just sitting, chilling.
Well, I joined Chris about 7 o'clock, wasn't it, Chris? Was it Sunday morning?
Yeah.
Saturday morning.
Yeah,
Saturday morning. As he was walking, he went for a walk around the tracks in the woods, and you don't notice it when you're in the camp bit, but the far side, it really does go down.
Yeah,
downhill,
on a hill.
And it is, Chris was slogging up that hill on his life.
We have no fear of flooding on the camp. Okay, you might get washed to the bottom of the hill, but we've got no fear of flooding. But yeah, it's a nice little beach woods. It's got a bit of wildlife in it.
Yeah, so we had 2 o'clock in the morning. He saw foxgloves on Saturday morning, including one with only a teeny weeny stub of a tail.
Lee, I'm knackered, and the reason I'm knackered, right, in all honesty, is a funeral this week. At my Uncle Brian's funeral. I had to run my mum down to Cornwall, go do that, do the family thing. Came back, literally got back Thursday night, Friday morning, left for the camp, and it's not that I need to, but I do. I tend to do a fire watch. I don't sleep well at the camp because I am constantly keeping an eye open. I want to know everybody's safe. I want to know.
I saw you in a little wood cave up on the platform.
So I tend to, it's my responsibility. Somebody has lent me their land to have a camp, so I tend to be a little bit just make sure that everything is okay. It's not that I don't trust the guys or anything, because I do trust them emphatically, but at the end of the day, it's my responsibility. So yeah, I get a bit of sleep, but probably not as well as I should.
You bought your survival stick to you to show everyone. That's brilliant, isn't it?
Brilliant.
Yeah. I remember when Stuart first made that, and he showed me pictures of it. Really good.
The nice thing is, young Cameron, he was sitting there with Ketan. Ketan was showing him exactly how he made it and that. And I know he's shared some knowledge with him there. So Cameron's going to go and make one. He said, next camp, he said, I'm going to do my survival stick.
Yeah, Kit was just saying Cameron's been texting him all day about it.
Yeah. Brilliant.
The rally was fantastic. It was
Jason, it's shaking people, it's shaking the authorities, it's making them realise that maybe the people of this country have had enough. We employ politicians to work for us, not us work for them. But anyhow, I don't do politics on this channel, so.
But all I'm going to say is, people have had enough about being called far right, and just show that the everyday person, no matter what race, creed, colour, sexuality, have had enough.
Yeah.
That's what it is, and that's the bottom of it.
When you push people apart,
that's all right, lovely.
Eventually they bond. And when they bond and unite, you got a problem, or people have a problem. So yeah, it's one of those. I hope.
But everything over there is, we're all good.
Yeah, we're all good.
It's bringing back a bit of British pride again, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit of pride. Yeah, and some people should be, and not just the white British.
No,
anybody that's come here,
it's the Sikhs, everything.
This country. We are a multinational country, or a multiracial country, and multicultural, but the country's ethos is, it was always been a Christian country, and I'm I won't say I'm not a Christian, but I'm not a Christian, and even I accept the fact that it's a Christian country.
The thing is, the one thing I will say is, people have had enough of being said that we're racist because we don't want people from other countries in, but we do.
Yeah.
And it's not. It's the legal ones are fine. Yeah. It's the illegal ones, and that's the ones that are causing the problem.
Bushcraft Reboot got it right. He said, "Hatchet or folding sword. This one divides everybody."
Yeah.
So have both.
Yeah,
that's my opinion to it. Have both.
Yeah.
If you've got to have one, leave the knife at home. Take the hatchet and a folding saw.
Get yourself a chainsaw as well.
Yeah.
Have a third one.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yes, it should be a bit warmer when your next camp.
Yeah.
Because it has been bloody cold in the evenings, hasn't it?
Yeah. 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 Fill in the blankets. Yeah. Yeah, it's a case of right. So hatchet and folding sword. It's a very interesting argument. It's gone on for a long time. I think really you ideally want a combination of the two.
Tomahawk, yes, that's a good one.
Yeah, I think the fact that you don't need a knife if you've got a good hatchet or a good axe and you know how to use it. The knife that has tasks it can do better than the axe, but let's face it, if you're going to get down to going out into the boonies and only carrying limited tools, it would be a hatchet and a saw. And if it was for me, if they said you can take one tool, we'll drop you in the middle of nowhere, it's always going to be an axe, because it can be a hammer, it can be a club, it can be a knife, it can be a heavy felling item, or it can, with practice, be used to have do fine tasks. I've skinned a rabbit with an axe.
Yeah, Kiwi. You're saying Kiwi could see his breath It
was cold last
There
night.
was actually there was a weather warning yesterday evening that actually said that 4 parts of the UK could have frost.
Yeah. Well, on Friday we were up the woods when we were just getting there, just getting set up. Poor old Ketten and Sticks were just putting their tents up, and we had a hailstorm, and it turned the floor of the woods white. At that point, Gareth, who owns the woods, now he had the classroom up there. It's his pride and joy, where he teaches off-road driving skills, winching techniques, and everything else. And he actually turned around to us and said, "Look, what I'll do is I'll leave the door of that unlocked for you. If you need to use it in an emergency, by all means use it." We didn't, but the offer was there, which was absolutely brilliant of him.
Yeah, it's been very strange weather the last week, because we had a lot of blue skies, but then it just suddenly just goes black, and the rain comes down, and we've had hailstorms as well.
Yeah.
But the rain, it's so heavy, and
Ketten thought it was Glencoe in January.
So they got a campfire ban, and still
it's really made it difficult for Jason, because
and it's got fresh snow as well.
Getting out and having camps and that. At the end of, I know there are a lot of people say you don't need a fire, but if a fire is a social thing, okay? You take our camp, so we have the fire pit going.
Oh, it's called tornado season, isn't it? In John's place.
Yeah, they sit around it. It becomes a social thing. It's a warm thing. It relaxes people and that. So fire is an essential thing, but
Mm.
the problem is not everyone can be trusted to be responsible with fire, and that's where the issue occurs. Now, it only takes one
So it was only,
lunatic to burn a forest down. Then
It was only a week ago now, a week or 2 weeks ago, that a scoutmaster in the UK died, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was using a butane cooker in his tent.
Yeah.
And he
Done.
breathed all the fumes in.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, Super El
Carbon
Nino
dioxide.
this year. Yeah.
yeah, it's going to be a funny year.
Because the birds are confused.
Yeah.
The plants are really confused.
We had a cuckoo in the woods.
Did you?
Yeah, I'll go up there with the air off this week, sort of.
Don't like cuckoos.
No, don't like cuckoos.
I don't know about you, but I find something quite relaxing about rain hitting tops.
Yeah.
It's the same as the trailer. If the rain, I was enjoying the rain hitting the trailer until it started coming in.
Yeah. Carbon monoxide does sneak up on people. It is one of the biggest killers out there.
We've got the carbon monoxide sensor in the trailer.
Yeah. It would have been a long cold night without it. All forms of fire in the Peak District, £1,000 fine for using a stove on the moors.
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand it when we look at the damage that's been done.
Yeah.
Okay. And for some reason in the UK, I can't speak for anywhere else in the world, but somewhere in the UK, for some reason, there are people going out and lighting fires. This whole rot of start by is not.
No.
I've been a country lad my entire life. I've grown up and lived on moors. I've worked on military training areas all over the UK. I've seen hot summers, cold summers. I've seen wet. I've seen drought. Okay. I have never known such a proliferation of fires on land.
It's a lot of MOD around here, isn't it?
2 or 3 years. And we were getting forest fires on the military training areas back in January. Now, the military had a pyro ban on. Pyro ban. No tracer, no smoke, no trip flares.
But we've had 4 local area the last couple of weeks of army training lands that have gone up.
Yeah. It is people, stupid people. And I do know there are a certain group of people that have an attitude that if we keep burning the military land down, eventually the military will get banned from using it. It's not the case. What happens, and I have seen that on an 1,800 hectare site, the MOD just says, right, we ban the people from using it, and they fence it off. So yeah, it's one of those things. It's with people have just got to be responsible.
You think Jason's just got a notification to say you're live?
Oh,
he is live.
I'm live. I promise you, I'm live. Pinch myself.
A lot of it is the bloody flipping foil barbecue things.
I'll tell you another thing that's a lot of it.
Yeah.
We see more and more and more of them now than we ever used to see before. And it's these lanterns.
Yeah. Oh, the Chinese lanterns.
They should be banned.
I don't know. It's not for you. Set fire, light them, let them float away. Yeah, and where they go, you don't know. They land on the backs of horses. We've had horses burnt. We've the blankets have caught fire because they landed on their backs.
Land in the tops of pine trees.
Yeah, barns.
Yeah, it's just
killing barn owls and God knows what else.
There and they say, "Oh, you're a spoil sport, Mick. What's the harm in them?" Okay, so I'm going to let a fire float off into the sky, and I have no idea where it's going, where it's going to come down. Land on the roof of a thatched cottage. It could land in a hay barn. It could land, as you said, on an animal, livestock. It can land in a forest. Oh, but I don't care because it looks so beautiful.
Yeah, a lot of it, as I say, is people driving along just throwing their fags out the windows as well.
It's responsibility. Yeah. And unfortunately, we live in a society today where so many people, lovely people, don't want to be responsible. The same person that lit off a Chinese lantern will tell you that they are ecologically friendly, they care about the environment.
But the thing is, right,
Sorry,
things
that's a
like
rant.
some things like the foxes and the deer can run away from it, but the lizards, the toads, the frogs, that snakes, any young animal that's underground, young badgers, rabbits, leverets, they got no chance.
No. Grown nested in birds.
Yeah.
And it's quite traumatic. We had fires on our MOD training area. To walk through the ashes the following day, it is traumatic. To find birds that would not leave their nest with their eggs, their carcasses, to find
young fawns will not move. They're
fawns
inbred
roasted.
to stay.
It's a terrible thing. And as Kitten said, it is people being stupid. It is
glass bottles as well.
Stupid. We have a campfire in our camp. It is in a raised metal container. It is off the floor.
It's got slabs underneath, isn't it?
It's actually got metal underneath
Yeah.
it. And at all times, there is a minimum of 40 litres of water on the camp, ready to douse anything that occurs. Because I wouldn't want it. I've seen what it can do. I damn near lost my life in a forest fire. I know how scary it can be and how fast it can get away, and how devastating it is. So I'm very responsible for it. I try to be very responsible about it, but I also understand the joy of having a fire.
You can't beat food that's cooked over a fire, can you? The smoke and the ash. But
the August camp, the middle of the summer, it's a twitchy time for me. If I have a summer camp or in the woods and we're burning woods, I want it to be dry hardwood. I don't want any sparks, because again they're floating off, they're landing in the leaf mold. I don't sleep those nights. I'm there watching just in case something starts.
You and Chris were sweeping all the leaves back way away from. So it's you just got the dirt, hard packed dirt. But even then
and just John said, lightning does start fires, and it's just an awful thing. But again, use it responsibly. Be careful with it. Know the risks, and for 99% of us, not just you guys, but people that actually get out there and love the environment, they are switched on and sensible. It's just the ones that just takes one idiot.
Suddenly have a fight. You think, do you know what? It's a nice day today. Come on, let's go grab a couple of those disposable barbecues, and we'll take this, and we'll drink some beer, and then it just.
And next thing you know, there's 1,000 acres gone, and everything that's within it. It's fireproof mats. Have the kit with you. Even at home, I tend to be a bit twitchy.
They're brilliant. Those little stick stoves, aren't they? You've got a couple of them. I know Benny uses them as well. They're brilliant.
Contain the fire, watch the sparks, watch the embers, and deal with it afterwards. It's I like fires off the ground. Our fire at the camp's off the ground. We were very clever, me and Jason, in engineering that so that when you sit around the fire, the heat is at a level that hits you in the knees and up, which means you can lift your feet up, put your feet on a log and warm your toesies.
Evening, Ali.
But the rest of you gets nice and warm. Hi, Ali. How you doing, mate? Hey, no worries. We're good. We're good. Hopefully you're okay. Hopefully everything's going well with you, brother. Hopefully you're having a good time up there, and the buggers aren't biting yet.
Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it, Jason? The 95% of the wildfires are human caused.
Yeah. Leave a shout. Yeah. Well, that's
we always do, don't we?
People can be irresponsible. They leave their crap everywhere. And all you can do is pick up what you can and bring it out.
We used to do the same when we used to go off-roading. We always used to take the black sacks with us, and wherever we stopped for tea, brew, if we see some crap, look, we'd just shove it in the bag, and like the plastic bottles and tins, I'd bring them back and put them in our recycling bin.
Yeah. Transient cooking porridge. Nice. Nice. So that's something I didn't think about at the time. So we had a Scottish gentleman eating porridge in our woods.
Ooh.
That was, that's just perfect. Yeah. Yeah, we have arsonists here as well, and I can't say live on air what I would like to do with them because it would get me locked up.
I think I draw porridge before I go. It sets me up for the day. I know you don't like it, but I definitely like the cinnamon porridge.
It's the one good thing about being gluten intolerant is I can't eat porridge.
My granny, she used to put the porridge oats in the water at night, and then for the following day, so it really soaked the water up. But I hate it when you used to go to hospital and they put milk on it. I just like my traditional porridge oats with a little bit of sugar on the top.
Yeah.
Nice and thick. But the milk, yeah.
Yeah, Max, I'll give you a
Definitely.
ring tomorrow, mate, because I've had a bit too much cider tonight.
I shall remind him for you tomorrow.
Kaz will remind me tomorrow. I'll give you a ring tomorrow, mate. Catch up with you.
Yeah, you said it's wallpaper paste, don't you? Oh, did you? Oh.
Bloody hell, it freaked me out, mate.
Yeah.
Bloody arseholes, aren't they?
Like Max, take it easy, my love.
Why drive up a river in a 4x4?
Yeah.
The only thing I can hope is that eventually they go into a very deep pool and lose their 4x4, although the pollution wouldn't be good for the river. Why? Why?
Have a good weekend out on Exmoor, Matthew, and enjoy yourself.
Yeah, enjoy yourself, mate. Take care, Matthew. Yeah, it's people do some bloody stupid things, Ali. It's just, don't get me wrong, I like my 4-wheel driving. I do enjoy, we used to do a lot of competitions, a lot of trials, a lot of green laning. But
I know.
Drive up a bloody river.
I know. Thing is, this time of year, everything's spawning. Yeah. You know, you got your tadpoles and your fish and things like that. And if you're around here in Winchester, you could have run over a capybara because they still haven't caught it. It's still loose. Some lady took some video of it. I think it's back in the end of March. She was walking along with her dog. Her dog was called Growler.
Night 3 dog.
Sleep well, mate. She saw, oh look, there's a deer, laying on the path next to this river. And her dog started again. She goes, no Growler, no Growler. It got up and you could see perfectly clearly it was a capybara and it just jumped in the river. But Marvel have not caught it yet. They have tried.
He's doing well, though, isn't he?
He's
doing well, and I know the river authorities are over the moon because they've got this lawnmower going down the banks, it's cutting everything down.
Yeah. So Marwell got two female capybara in, and both of them escaped, but they caught them for one of them the following day, but the other one, she's been loose now for.
You feeling right?
2 months. Yeah.
Because you've done 2 hours.
I know.
Well done.
Yeah, I did.
Bless you, love. See, that's why I love her.
I've got a fucking rash though. Oh.
Yeah, you have got a bit of a rash on there. I'll keep an eye on that.
No, that's due to me. It's this. You read the thing. It's
Nightly, Michelle. Take it easy.
Yeah, meds o'clock for me. I've got to have some paracetamol in a minute. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry that I couldn't make it this week, but I will definitely make it next one.
Ali, will do, Ali.
I will be in my trailer.
Yeah. Ali,
I will be reading palms. You're reading palms, reading tea leaves. In my trailer.
Oh, she's a lovely old girl. She's go see Lucky Caroline.
Cross my hands with silver, my love. I'll tell you a story. Reading coffee bags. Yeah, I can do that.
Those Italian coffees went down well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were gone.
Yeah, they sent them by mistake, so maybe I'll get some of them next time.
Them tries.
Yeah.
They're nice, though. I thought they might be a bit strong for me, but they're actually quite nice.
I usually go for the Italian
Night,
coffee
Bill.
beans.
Take
and,
it easy. Catch you next Sunday. Have
Yeah.
a brilliant week, mate.
And Three
Later,
Dog.
Sally.
Nice to see you back, and I hope you're feeling better soon. And hope you can sort out some more land to work on. But night all, yeah, Mystic Kaz.
Mystic Kaz. Mystic Case. She is very mystical.
Yeah, very misty if she's had a bit of drink.
Yeah.
And John,
She has-
I'll sort out that Millbank bag for you, my love.
She has a good drink. She can see
Yeah.
the future. And I just sit smiling. Yeah.
Cheers,
Sticks.
Stitch.
Will do, mate. It's 27 degrees C, sunny.
Wow.
I'm going to go some burgers now. Hey, Jason, have an awesome barbecue. Have a great week.
Mm.
It is here. Where's my temperature setting? 9 degrees C
Yeah.
here. And rainy days ahead is the weather forecast. So, yeah, I won't be barbecuing. But have a good one, mate.
Yeah.
So-
Kitten, go and have I know you've had your bath or shower or
that's it.
whatever.
Anyhow,
You
it
can go
is
and relax.
21:58, 2 minutes. We're winding it up because I'm going to need to hit the sack. And I know some of you guys are pretty exhausted. Thank you to all those guys that joined me on the camp. Thank you so very much. Appreciated it. It was absolutely fantastic to have your company for the weekend. It was absolutely wonderful. So those of you that are here tonight, thank you again. To have your company, to have your friendship, to know that you're all out there is worthwhile.
You're in
Right.
bed now. Oh, first we were sharing you washing yourself, and now you're sharing us in bed.
We won't go back into the conversations of the weekend because that's for another camp. And what happens in the trees stays in the trees. It's got you all worried.
Radar. Oh my God! Don't stop. Don't stop. Yeah. See you all
Right,
next
see you all
week.
next week. Take care, guys. Have an awesome week. Get outside, enjoy yourselves, smile, make somebody else smile.
And if you're free on Saturday, Hetfield show at Broad Oak.
Love those you do, forgive those you don't. May peace and light be upon every single one of you on this glorious day. From Mick, Kaz,
and
and
Willow.
all you guys, and Willow. Have a great one, guys.
Bye.
Catch you next week. All the best. Mickey out.